Let's talk about what happened at the end of the first half.
Oh, no.
Everyone lost their minds. Lose their minds. So Tony Pollard has a catch at the 14. Chargers 14 with 8 seconds left. You have 2 timeouts.
How many?
Dos.
Is that more than one?
That's more than one,
more than
friend.
that for most of the fourth quarter.
Are you allowed to use timeouts in consecutive plays if you wanted to? Is it the current rule of the NFL?
I believe so.
Okay.
So Mike McCarthy goes to the ref and basically says, no. I want the clock to run down. And the ref is like, because they got the clarification at halftime on TV. Ref's like, are you sure? You have timeouts. You are at their 14 with 8 seconds left. McCarthy, what happened to the 5 seconds? 5 seconds disappeared. Well, what happened is Mike McCarthy said, poof! He made them disappear with a magic trick. And he was totally fine settling for a field goal to take the 10-7 lead into the half. And social media and RJ Choppy and all of us lost our minds.
Yeah, I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah, I am too, Coach. That was about the dumbest, most...
Or telling.
Or telling. That was malpractice. That was coaching, game managerial malpractice right there. Even the referee thought you were a moron. Let that sink in. Even the referee thought that was dumb. I've never seen anything like it. I really haven't. You're inside the 20. You got a shot. Take the shot with the quarterback. Either have faith in your quarterback or find a new one. That's it. Those are your options.
What you just said is the front of the Dallas Cowboys 2023 media guide. That is the predicament that they find themselves stuck in. They're not going to move off the quarterback because they're terrified and scared, but they don't fully trust the quarterback either. And this is why we have all these Mike McCarthy offensive changes. Trust the defense. They're number one. We're going to run the football. That is the treadmill that Mark Cuban once called it, that the Cowboys are stuck on.
You know, your car may shake like crazy when you drive it. It may not get you there, but you still got to get to work. And you still got to drive. You still got to get on the highway. You still got to go a certain...
You don't speed, though.
You might not speed.
And that's what yesterday was. They're like, we're not going to speed. We're gonna hit cruise control, and we're going to take a field goal right.
They ain't even doing the speed limit. All right, that's a joke. You're stuck. If you don't like the quarterback, fine. But you got to use it to the fullest potential because you are stuck with him. So play the game. You still have to play the game. Calling for letting the clock run down there. Name me the other coach that does that with their quarterback.
Let me go find someone who's got a real mid quarterback or someone they don't trust. Pete Carroll?
Am I allowed to go back to previous years? Because, I don't know, Mike McCarthy 2018 probably. This is consistently...
I don't think there's a coach in the league that does that right now. Right now.
I think for all the differences that we have at times on McCarthy and what the offense is and Dak and everything else, and I know they say everybody's bad at everything else. He is, and I would hope we could all agree on this, he is definitely near the bottom of the league in game management. He is just consistently, there's always a problem.
It went away last year. It felt like they didn't have a lot of calls, a lot of things we evaluated to give. And again, you're going to criticize more than give credit. It felt like a lot of those situations didn't come up last year, but before last year, we were certainly crushing him over this, tearing him apart.
Well,
but I don't know if this is game management, y'all. This was on purpose. The bigger story here is not trusting your offense or your quarterback to take a shot. Mike McCarthy didn't mess up in his mind the plan. The plan was, we're going into halftime with a lead. This is what I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's just hear from Coach. I'm dying to hear the explanation from Coach. End of first half management.
Yeah, I think the end of the half, if you look at the series going down there, I think I've said it enough for a couple of times already. I mean, it's a bumpy game, and I think, you get in those spots. I mean, I know when I call plays, you always have 2 play calls that you're, anticipating. The threshold for us is 7 seconds. It's, something that, as far as determining which way we're going in that situation based on yard line, down a distance and that. Okay. So I definitely, I think we're right at 8, 7, 8, somewhere in there. And we just decided to play it safe instead. The other call would have been ozone. You throw the ball in the end zone, and give us a shot there. So I just felt the way the game was going. I think we had a holding penalty earlier in the series, so I just wanted to make sure we got the points getting out of there.
You could have gotten the points anyway.
Not if you have a turnover.
Okay, what are the odds? I mean, what percentage of his passes end in turnovers? Like, very few.
If you just look at the game log leading up to that play call to just toss it short to Pollard and play it safe and get your timeout, the game log leading up to that, Dak Prescott pass right to CeeDee Lamb for 23 yards. Dak Prescott pass short right to Gallup for 11 yards. Dak Prescott scrambles right for 2 yards, no play there because of holding. Dak Prescott pass short right to Jake Ferguson for 15 yards and then a 15-yard unnecessary roughness. He had just pass, like got you down the field in that position, then you would.
But this, they know you're going. I'm playing devil's. But they know you're throwing for the end zone.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
They know you're throwing for to the end zone. Mike loves to throw out a football terminology for these types of answers. He loves it. We're going ozone. We're protecting the environment. We came here in electric cars. We did all that. So it met your threshold, and the 2 plays that you had called, you didn't even try to run them.
Yeah.
So, none of the explanation made sense.
So
he didn't trust the offense to not be stupid. And I could be devil's advocate defense because this is a stupid football team. This is a really stupid. How long was a field goal? Can someone get that?
32 yards.
32.
Okay, so even if you
chip shot,
even if you have a hold, that would make it 42.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, come on. Like, what are we doing here? It's not like we were going to send you back to midfield and have a 61-yard kick.
Right.
Okay, you were going to.
I disagree with that. I'm just trying to give devil's advocate.
No,
he didn't mismanage it in his mind. He meant to do this.
Oh, I know.
This wasn't a butchering of the clock. This was a butchering of the quarterback.
Yeah, it was. But, it's one of two things. And I think the other thing could be possible. He'll never admit it. But it's either he didn't have faith in his quarterback or he didn't have faith in his own ability to draw up a good play in the red zone.
I mean, that's possible.
I don't think that's possible. I think
show me his good play in the red zone this year.
I'm not saying that they have. You tell me Mike McCarthy doesn't believe he's drawing up good plays. You'd be freaking a fool to believe that.
I know
of course he believes it's the players and execution. I want to hear from Dak on not getting an opportunity to score there.
Maybe the distance that we're at. Honestly, in that time, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about the next play that comes in, but it'd be different maybe if we're on the 5-yard line, within the 10-yard line where it's a quick strike to the end zone. But then again, you don't want something crazy to happen. Obviously, different scenarios all throughout the league. We practice different scenarios. In that case, we knew they were going to play soft. They weren't going to give that up. I mean, credit to those guys. It's not like they're going to challenge us, go one-on-one across the board and give us a favorable matchup. So we'd put a drive together, a point-scoring drive, and no problem right there. We're settling for 3. That's what we won by.
What a team player.
Wow.
What a leader taking it for McCarthy. Mike McCarthy probably was happier with that answer than Dak Prescott's throws last night. Wow.
Those are my favorite answers of Dak's, is when he gets asked a question that he hadn't prepared an answer for, and he gives you a little insight into, I don't know, maybe we were too far. Like, he's like, I have no clue, guy. And then as his answer goes on, he is fashioning the politically correct answer as he goes. And by the end of it, it's like, yeah, great call. We won by 3, blah, blah. And it's like, I think he is a competitor. He's like anybody else. He's going to want to go for it.
Of course. And we got to follow up to Jerry today. He might get a little irritated. Figure out a nice way to ask, how is that not an indictment of your quarterback and your offense? Well, go for 3. We want the lead. How's that not say everything negative about your $40 million guy? But they escaped. They got the win. Tolo's not happy with it on the truckwreck.com text line.